Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Welcome here if you are new. My name is Katelyn and welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Today is a super exciting video for so many reasons. First of all, we are currently at Walt Disney World. This is the first time I have ever actually live uploading while we are in Walt Disney World. Normally, obviously I just vlog and then I film the vlogs and upload the vlogs like a couple weeks after we get home. But we are currently here and today I'm so excited because I'm going to the Disney pin event. So this is the Disney After Dark pin event. And I am so excited. So I ended up getting tickets for this whenever they went on sale. I think it was around a month or so ago, maybe a little bit longer. We got tickets for it. When they first announced that this event was happening, like the dates of the event, we knew that it was during our trip and I just knew, I was like, I have to go. I have to try and go. I've always wanted to go to a Disney pin event for years and years and years, and it's just never worked out that our trips have aligned, and it's really hard to just book a trip kind of last minute in a 2-month span for us. So because it was here and at the time, I was like, okay, I feel like we need to figure this out. But since we're here with, sorry, the lighting is crazy on my face. Since we're here with Austin and his sister, I was like, his sister's not going to want to come to this pin event. She doesn't really she's not a pin person. She doesn't really know about the pin situation. Gosh, I am really struggling with this lighting, aren't I? So because we were here with Austin's sister, I was like, I didn't want to have to drag her along to the pin event because she's not into pins. She's just new into Disney World territory. This is her first ever trip. So I didn't want to have to drag her along. And Austin just said, you know what, you should just go by yourself if we can get you a ticket. Because you shouldn't miss out on this if you can do it. So Austin ended up getting me a ticket. It was fighting tooth and nail for it because there was just this huge virtual queue. He had every screen in our house that we could set up to try and get in the queue, and he got me a ticket, which is so amazing. So, yeah, anyways, so today we're going to the pin event. So, yesterday, actually, I had to go and check in at Coronado Springs. That's where the event's taking place. So I had to go check in yesterday. So I did film a couple clips yesterday of me going, and then also a little haul of all the pins that we ended up purchasing from the event. So I will put that in right here. Okay, made it to Coronado Springs. I'm currently walking to go check in. I'm super nervous because I don't really do stuff like this and by myself. I just feel weird. Not weird, but I just feel anxious. But I'm gonna go check in. I really hope it's not too long of a wait because we were hoping to ride Guardians later. So we'll see, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a big wait. But yeah, we're gonna check in. Probably won't vlog a lot. I'll probably show you guys what pins we ended up getting. But yeah, here we go. Okay, we are home for the evening. It is 10:20 and I'm filming this. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything that I did end up getting for the Disney After Dark pin event. We got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys just the actual pins in this video, and then there's going to be a separate video of just mystery box unboxings because I did pick up quite a few of the mystery boxes. So I'm very quickly going to go through everything. So, just with the event, we got our credentials and a lanyard, which are both very, very nice. We also got a little card. So this allows you to have one swipe at the machine. I actually think I already put a video in of that, but it allows you to have one swipe of the machine. You kind of turn it, you get a little ball pop out, and then you get one of the pins in this set. I believe it's a set of 12, don't quote me. But you get one of the pins in the set, and literally there was only one pin that I had wanted, and it was quite literally the one that I got, which was Mother Gothel. And it says, I look in that mirror and I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. That's what she says. So I got that one. And then in your event, you get a, like an entry pin or an event pin. So this is what the event pin looks like. It's like Maleficent, and it just says Disney After Dark pin event 2024. And then you also get a goodbye pin. So this one is what we got, and it says celebrating Disney pins for 25 years. And it is of the Epcot ball in 2000. And I don't know who was up there, but then there's also Figment at the bottom there, which is super cute. And all these pins do have like a glow in the dark aspect, and I'll do like an overview of those at the end. Okay, so then moving on, these were the pins. So they did one pin for each park, and we ended up picking up 3 of the 4 parks. Kind of regret not getting the 4th park, but that's okay. But we got Mickey and Minnie in front of Magic Kingdom. We got Donald in front of Tower of Terror. All these ones are pin on pin, so the character is pin on pin of the whole pin. And then we got Chippendale in front of the Tree of Life, which obviously my favorite, but so cute. Then we got these ones, but this one Austin got, so obviously he has a big Hades collection. So this one is Hades, Pain and Panic, and again, a pin on pin design. And there's a little bit of like, not like a stained glass, but kind of like that like iridescent almost blue in the back. But yeah, really, really pretty. We got Oogie Boogie. So cool with his like spinning wheel. And then I think this one's my favorite of these ones. It is Captain Hook and Peter Pan. And again, pin on pin. So cool. And it actually has Peter on it. All the other villains ones didn't have their like hero on it. So love that. And we got this stunning box set. I am so excited that I got this. This was like my top pick of what we could get, and I lucked out and got it. So this is a 4-pin set, limited edition of 300. And these are the pins that are included. So we have Jasmine and Aladdin. We have Simba, I think, and Pumbaa. Oh yeah, and Timon. We have the Aristocats, so cute. And then the pin that I wanted the most from this set, which is the reason I got this set, is, of course, Flynn and Rapunzel at the lantern scene, which is my favorite Disney movie and scene. So, love those. And then these are the last ones. These ones are like mini jumbo pins. So these are all for Austin. So he got Prince John, which he was like, I don't know why, but I really just want this pin, and we got it. So we got Prince John. He is also pin on pin, if you can see that there, but very beautiful. And then he got, of course, Hades, one of his favorites. He says this one might be his favorite of all of them. He was least looking forward to this one, but he says that this one actually is probably the one that he likes the most. And then we have Maleficent, and I think she's stunning because she has like glitter on her cape, and her castle is just like so nice, so pretty. Yeah, those are all the pins that I got that we picked up. Definitely picked up a lot of pins, but I feel like this is like once in a lifetime kind of thing. Like I really don't think we're going to be able to go to a pin event again, because it was just so happened that it was during the time of our trip that we were able to go to this one and like actually luck out and get tickets. So anyways, that's all the ones that I got. So I will see you guys tomorrow when I actually go to the event and do the actual event. So I will sign off for now. And yeah, go check out the other video to see the unboxing of the pins that I got. Actually, I guess I can show you quickly. So I got 4 boxes of the Tiny Kingdom After Dark ones, and it's just all the different little villains you can get. And then I also got 3 boxes of the Disney After Dark. They're just like all different characters at nighttime, which is really cute. So yeah, anyways, go check out the other video for that. But I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Okay, so not a lot of like vlog footage, but at least you guys got to see the pins that we picked up. We're so excited about the pins, and it's just like, I don't know, so exciting. So anyways, today is the actual day of the event. So we are headed, or myself. So I'm headed out to the event today. The event starts at 10:30. That's when I can like actually get in. There's people that got like earlier like packages, and they were able to get in a little bit earlier, but we were only able to get the like base package, which I'm totally fine with. But we can't enter in until 10:30. So what I'm going to do, it is now, I think it's like 7:45-ish right now. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head downstairs and get some breakfast at Primo Piatto. And then I'm probably going to head back upstairs, get my stuff together, and then I believe what I'm going to do is take the Skyliner to I'm going to take the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios, and then from Hollywood Studios take a bus to Coronado Springs. I'm going to check with the people downstairs and just see how much maybe a taxi would be for me to just get to Coronado, just for the ease of being able to just like get right there. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the plan. But I need to go eat first because I am starving because I've been up since like 6:30 this morning, because Katelyn and Austin are going to the parks today. So they were up early, so I was up with them when they were getting ready. So yeah, I've been up for a while, so I need to go get something to eat. So I'm gonna go downstairs to get some breakfast, and then we'll come back upstairs, and then we will be heading to the pin event so soon. I am so freaking excited. Okay, I ended up staying in the room actually and having breakfast. I ended up just having a bagel and some yogurt, but I'm gonna pack some snacks in my bag so that I have some stuff to eat while I'm at the event. I'm hoping to not have to go buy food at Coronado Springs because I don't really want to like leave the event. So I'm just gonna bring like a protein bar, chomp stick, apple, probably all that stuff. But I have my tote bag already. I have my trader pins back here, and we're going to head to the event. So here we go. I'm very excited.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner.
We're just waiting at the bus stop, and I just stumbled upon another trader, so we're actually trading. I traded her my Pluto, and I got Figment, which is the one I wanted, so that's perfect. So thank you.
Okay, so we made it to the event. We're basically in like a holding room until it opens. It opens at 10:30, but it's like 10:07 right now, so we only have a little bit of time to wait. But then we're gonna be able to get in and start trading right away. So let's see how it goes. We got in the first line at 10:45, so we will see how long the first line is. Thank you. Thanks.
So it's going to hit one number at the bottom that's going to correlate to one of the boxes.
Okay.
You're going to have 1 minute to choose your 2 pins. We just ask that you don't actually touch the pins. You just point to which ones you want. Now I'm going to mark, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Ask that you don't point it at the actual pinboard, okay?
Oh, okay. So
What'd you get?
I got Ahsoka. She's like my favorite, so that's awesome. And then a little pork, and then they're both APs.
Yes! Cool.
It's exciting. So we have about we're almost to the front of the second line. These are the pins I'm gonna put on the board, and we will see what we get. They just brought out new boards to refresh, and we are like 10 people away. Here were the pulls from the second board. So I got a Peter Pan Visit Neverland poster, and on the back it's a PP. And then this other one, it's like this older kind of Cinderella pin, and then it has a dangle. And the back one of this is just like a regular older pin, but really fun pulls. We are so lucky. We are about 15 away from the front, and they're refreshing the boards again. This is so exciting. I cannot believe it. So here are the last 2 pulls from board number 3. They're both
APs. And then this Zootopia one is a slider. So cool. That sucks. This was from the last board. So Ray is an AP, and Al kind of like moves, and he's a PP.
All right, it is 6:05 and I am walking out from my last trade of the day. Crazy busy day, but once I'm home and relaxed at the end of the night, I will recap and kind of go over my thoughts from the event. Okay, I'm officially home. So basically after the pin event, I went right to Hollywood Studios, met up with Austin and Katelyn, and we finished out the day at Hollywood Studios. So it is now 10:35 and we are back to the room. But I figure I would quickly kind of go over the pins that I ended up getting at the pin event, and then I'll just talk a little bit about the pin event and like my experience and what I thought of it. So what I will do is first I will show you guys my board trades. So the one thing I will say, which I feel like you would have already kind of been able to tell from just like the actual footage from the pin event, when I went up to the first board, they actually told us that you were not allowed to film the actual pins on the boards. When they sent out emails for confirmation, they just said no photography of the board. So I think a lot of people actually thought that you could still film the boards, but everybody realized very quickly that you were not allowed to film the boards. So that's too bad, because I would have loved to kind of show you guys like what the boards were looking like and then what, you know, you could get. But anyways, these are the pins that I got. So for my first trade, I got the Porg, and I believe this is from like a Creatures set, like just like a box set from Star Wars, but this is an artist proof. So on the back, it's stamped with AP, and if you don't know, if you're not like a super savvy pin person, I think it's right there. Basically, if a pin is stamped with AP, that means it's an artist proof. So that means that that it was sent to the artist that created the pin, and they basically had to like check off if it was good or not. And then there's also ones that are called PP, so pre-production, and those ones are like they're basically said before they go into like mass production for the parks, they get sent to whoever to kind of approve and sign them off. So a lot of the pins that you get from the boards are AP or PP pins. So it's just something that, like cool to look out for. And then this is the other one that I got, was the Ahsoka Survivor, and it's so cool because I have wanted these pins for a really long time. So it was kind of cool that I was able to find some on the pins on the boards, and this one is AP as well. It says on the bottom there, just right down there. It's hard to tell sometimes, but yeah. So then the second board, we got really lucky, and I think you saw this in the clips, but they had refreshed the board like basically like 10 people away from us. So when we got out there, they were really, really fresh boards. So there was a lot of really big, nice pins on there. So these are the two that I grabbed. So I grabbed this one, Peter Pan pin, and it says Visit Neverland, and it has a little compass on the bottom. And this one is a pre-production pin. There's the little, PP on the back. And then I got this one, which is a Cinderella pin, and it's a dangle pin. And like, I don't know, it's really pretty. It's an older pin, and there's nothing on the back that says artist proof or pre-production. But I think it looks really cool regardless. So it's like really a very older pin. I don't even think it has a date on it. It just says Pin USA Limited Edition, copyright Disney. And then on my third board, I think this was the best finds of the day for me. Again, the pin boards were refreshed like literally 10 people away from us. So I grabbed this pin, which is, I think he's DJ Rex now, but I don't know if his name was different when he was on Star Tours, but it's the Star Tours guy, and it's a pin on pin, and I think this was from the 20th anniversary of pin trading. Yeah, and then this one was an AP as well. And then this one, which is the coolest one I got, I think. This is, again, from that same, like, the 20th anniversary. This one's a limited edition of 250, and it's an annual password. And it's a AP artist proof as well. So it slides, and it has Judy as a little police officer, and then her all grown up. And then again on the back, AP is down at the bottom. Then onto my fourth board. This one was, again, refreshed maybe like 20 people ahead, but it wasn't anything like I feel like there wasn't anything that super jumped out at me, but I did pick up this pin, which is from the same as that Ahsoka series, and it's Rey. And then again on the back, AP. I got really lucky with finding a lot of artist proof and pre-production. And then I grabbed this one because I kind of panicked and I didn't really know what to grab, but I saw this one and I thought it kind of looked cool, but it's like Big Al's Toy Barn from Toy Story 2, and he kind of moves back and forth, which is pretty cute. And this is from the Pixar Party pin event, and this one's limited edition of 300. And this one is also a pre-production. And then the last board, this was a board that, like, it had already been up there for an hour and a half. So I was like, oh, I do not think that I'm going to get anything really that great. But I got these cool Marvel pins for Austin. So we have, oh my gosh, what's her name? Captain Marvel? Brie Larson. We have Captain Marvel.
Carol Danvers,
whatever. And she is also an AP right at the top corner there. And we have our newest Mr. Captain America. He is AP as well. Oops. So those were all the trades that I got from the board. So between the hours of 10:30 and 6, I was able to trade at 5 different pin boards. I'll get a little bit more into the actual thoughts of that in a second, but I'll just quickly show you guys also what I traded with guests in line. So while everybody was just waiting around, we were waiting for these pins to be, for us to be able to go up and actually trade with the pins on the board. You kind of just, traded with people in line. And honestly, I feel like that was one of the most, that was probably, the most fun part for me. Obviously, the main pin boards were really fun, but I really, liked trading in line with people. It's also fun because obviously, I love the pin community that we have in Canada, our group that we have. But it's fun to just trade with different people because you kind of see different pins and you get to see new stuff. So I don't have any kind of order for this, but we have this cute little Elsa pin that I got, really shiny. I got this beautiful Moana pin. This is from that cast series. It's very cute. Supporting cast. I ended up trading for both of the Tiny Kingdoms that we needed. So we got Hades. And then also Captain Hook. I got this cute Peter Pan pin. This one is Tinkerbell, and this is from the D23 set that came out that was very similar to the pin event one, but it's just Tinkerbell. Very cute. Traded for this cute little Donald Walt Disney World pin. A little Tinkerbell as a pirate. Just traded for a little Mickey Peppermint Munchling. And a little Donald with I think it's a popcorn cart. Yeah, popcorn cart. Before we even got to the event, when I was actually waiting at the bus at Hollywood Studios to go to Coronado Springs, the other girl that was waiting there with me actually had this in her bag, and she wasn't really looking for any of the pins, so she traded it with me, which is perfect because he was the one I was looking for the most, and he was so hard to come by at the event. I saw nobody with him for trade, so that was really lucky. Also got this little Figment pin. Was able to trade for the other Tiny Kingdom for Hades. I also was able to meet Nick and Shannon, which was really exciting because we've followed each other for a really long time. But Austin said if I ran into them that I had to trade it for one of Nick's Cars pins. So I ended up getting his Disneyland Cars pin, even though we've never been to Disneyland. This will be honorary for one day when we do get to go, but we just had to trade that with him. Then the last pin I think is like the best one. This was one that I ended up trading like multiple of mine for this one, but it is definitely going in my main collection and it will stay there. And it is this beautiful Ratatouille pin. And the girl was trying to explain to me what this was from, and I really do not remember. It is like a Disney pin. It's not a fantasy pin, but it was like made with Disney and like another company, I think. But either way, stunning pin, and I'm really, really happy with it. Those are all the trades that I was able to do total. Like overall, very fun, very, very long day though, especially being by myself. I would have loved to have like Austin there with me because we would be able to kind of swap when we're in line to like go to the bathroom, go get water. Like, you know, a lot of people were going to get food and kind of bopping back in between lines with their party. So, you know, they don't really recommend you to do that, I feel like, but everybody does it. So I feel like that would have been helpful. I did bring snacks, so I was okay, but by the end of it, I was definitely starving. I would say it's hard to say like for the main like pins of the boards, it's like, you just have to be prepared to wait a really long time. Like, most of the boards we waited at, we were in line for about an hour and a half, average, I would say. I think our first board was exactly an hour. The second one was about an hour 15. The third one was about an hour 45. And then the last two were both about an hour and 15. So it was definitely a long time to wait. But yeah, it was fun. I will say it's nothing like doing a full day in the park, that's for sure, because I feel like it almost was harder to just stand in one spot for so long, because when you're in the parks, you're walking for a bit, but then you're also sitting for a bit, and then you're kind of moving your feet more. And this one, it's like you are standing still for a very long time, it feels like, and sometimes the time just kind of seems to drag, but trading with other guests is definitely worth it. So with all that being said, I really, really enjoyed it. I don't think I would go out of my way to get tickets for another one if I didn't already have a trip booked or wasn't already planning on going at the time of a pin event. But if we were having a trip around it, I would try to go again because it was really fun. But yeah, it's just a very long day. So just be very, very prepared for that. But yeah, overall, it was really fun. Met a lot of really, really sweet people, a lot of nice people. A couple of you guys came up and said hi to me. So thank you so much for coming to say hi. I wish I could have met more of you because I know a lot more of you had messaged me on Instagram and stuff saying that you were going to be there. And we didn't get to meet, but hopefully at one in the future, or maybe in the park still, we will bump into each other. But anyways, I'm going to end off the vlog here. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.